and narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bones, Lucifer has picked up for days on days, and the great October's Boba Fett have bad writings to slay. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared.
And hello and welcome to another brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson, 22, joined this week by the Ballbuster, Brucifer.
Let's go.
Joe's Duelin. Styx Boy will be joining us shortly. He is out buying more internet credits. And Dom Tober is out to the seas on board some cruise, throwing up into his Boba Fett helmet. So, yeah, no Dom Tober this week. But
I am the captain. I am the captain now. I am the captain now.
I have it on good authority that Brucifer is going to divert all of his disdain for Dom Tober to Styx Boy. So.
Possibly, yes, I agree. Styx is on my shit list
because I think we do have trivia. So
we have trivia.
Yes,
I was hoping we had a night off from trivia because
I thought we did until I looked at my messages and saw that there was trivia delivered a bit tardy today. So
yeah, 5 minutes before the show.
What's going on? MegaCon is going on. So if you're like me and not able to attend MegaCon, you've been trying to either via IG or whatnot, try to figure out what's going on in Orlando, what's hot, what are people fighting over this con.
Yes.
So far, I haven't seen anything. Have you heard any books that are
there's some hot books.
Hot that people are fighting over?
Yes. Well, they're fighting for them on whatnot, not on the con floor. Actually,
yeah. I've gotten most of my Vaporillas. I was telling Joe before the show. The only ones I'm still haven't got, and golly, I think these may be one of the ones that people are in demand are the Carla Cohen and also the Perillo art books. Are like $150 is what I've seen people selling those things for.
Yeah,
so
it'll be $50.
They have Vaporilla on the cover, so I want them, but $150 is, I don't know.
I love art books. I love sketchbooks, and sketchbooks tend to hold some value. I mean, you can normally get at least what you paid for them. They normally don't collapse too much, and in some cases, they tend to rise over the years.
The Perillo has a killer vampy cover. That's the one I really want.
Well, there seems to be a couple of stars of the con as of today. We have a sketch of that Spawn. I forgot who did the cover. There's a sketch Spawn that's going for like $200 to $300. There's a Momoko cover going for a couple $100, and then we have Mark Spears. Exclusive.
Is it the Momoko Magic cover? Is that the one I've seen?
Yes, the Magic cover.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's a nice cover.
That one. Yeah, it's a nice cover. One of our better covers. Well, it's a good cover. I'm not gonna say it's our best cover.
Yeah, and we got the Mark Spears 316 ASM 316 homage going for like $1,200 in foil, which is crazy.
Well, that's par for Mark right now. His stuff is outrageous.
It's a little nuts. It's a little crazy. I
see how long. We're all hoping that the bottom doesn't fall out of the Mark Spears, but I don't know. It just seems like sooner or later it's going to tilt.
Well, he put on Instagram today that after starting issue 5 of Monsters, he's cutting back on covers, exclusives, and he's just focusing on Spawn 77, which he's writing and.
He's doing a lot, and I've talked about it a little bit. I don't want to be too critical. He's doing a lot right now. It is kind of bordering on overload, but it's fun to talk about. It's fun to see what those books are doing on the secondary market because it is entertaining. watch. It's entertaining to watch.
You took over Styx's internet over there.
Yeah, you had a little Transformers voice for a second, but yeah, I mean it's fun. It's fun to see. It makes collecting interesting when there's aberrations in the market, and this is an aberration. It's rare to see. I mean, we see artists catch fire quite a bit, but where it's like everything, including open order stuff, is like selling like crazy, and stuff is selling way beyond ratio and way beyond open order price for everything that's going out. It's interesting. It's an aberration in the market, and I don't know. To me, it's interesting. I will proudly say I own plenty of his stuff. I like Mark. He's a friend of the show. He's been on a few times. I wish him the best with it. It's great. It's crazy. I don't know how long that lasts at those levels.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, everybody's going back. They can't afford the monster stuff. They're going back and grabbing his Vampirella stuff, his Spawn stuff. Yeah. You know, you can't even find that
Power Rangers.
You can't even find that Headless Horseman cover anymore.
Yeah, it's I mean the good thing, and I think it was kind of the perfect storm, because there's not a ton of older stock of covers. Like a lot of the artists, like Lobos hit pretty well, and he started getting some, mainstream success, and people could go back and look. But he had the bunch of Zenoscope stuff and stuff like that. It didn't go through the roof or anything, but there was a bit of a back catalog to go through of stuff. And there's a lot of artists where they can finally kind of hit, but there's a bigger back catalog to go through of stuff. There's not necessarily a huge back catalog. There was the Spawn stuff, which was probably the heaviest printed of some of the earlier stuff that he had. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's, a Svengoolie, cover, the Headless Horseman, stuff like that. They were low print books to begin with. So that scarcity kind of hit right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's be fun to watch. And speaking of, go ahead, Bruce.
And that his first published work in Ultimate Annual #1, there were tons of them on eBay. There's probably like one listed. I haven't seen one sell in a while. So, go ahead. I think
Speaking of fun to watch, let's see what's happening in the world of Guinness this week. Kind of a slow week. In fact, so slow that I almost did not do a Guinness report this week. I almost did the is this Australia report, but maybe next week, because there was a few things in Guinness. So as always, if you're new to the show, we talk about Guinness records that were at least reported this week on this website that I go to. And if it's an American that sets the record, Brucifer will say,
"Suck it, Canada."
Suck it, Canada. All right. First off,
sorry, Mama Bear.
Georgia City.
Suck it, Canada.
Attempting to break. I don't know. I kind of. No, don't. I'm not. No. I guess it's the rule, so we got to say it. But Georgia City attempting to break kazoo ensemble.
What is this?
Who cares? Who cares? I'm doing the who cares earlier this week because this is just.
Who cares about a kazoo?
Yeah, that's. I don't like these. We also have a Chinese chef made the world's thinnest handmade noodle.
Yeah, at least that takes talent. At least there's some type of talent there.
Who cares? I don't know. Dom Tober knows something.
Give me a burger. Give me a burger.
All right. Next we have
up a bunch of chodes to play kazoos.
Skateboarding dog breaks human tunnel world record. Now this is kind of a lame one. If this is, I can't put a dog in the who cares category. A cat, maybe. A turtle, maybe. A dog, I can't put a dog in the who cares category.
Every cat lady that's watching us.
Well, yeah. My son has cats too, and he cusses at them all the time. A talented dog on a skateboard tunneled through a tunnel made of 40 people standing with their legs apart to break the Guinness record of 33 that was set back in 2017. Koda, a Cocker Spaniel belonging to a Japanese dog trainer, Satomi Asano, broke the record. And basically 40 people stood with their legs apart, and he skateboarded through it to set the record.
Skateboarding, he skateboarded through. That's pretty disingenuous. Did he just get on the skateboard and somebody pushed him?
No,
they have to kick through there.
Here. Yeah, I don't put the videos. He did kind of push himself through here. He actually kind of hit the last guy in the leg, so I don't know if we should count that one. But
count.
He propelled himself through this. So I don't know. Borderline.
The last time I seen somebody go through, I don't know. The last time I seen somebody go through the legs of 40 guys was Dom at a pickle party.
Dom is not here to defend himself, Brisker. How dare
talking shit about Dom while he's on international waters.
Of course.
I kind of said something earlier. I got drowned. I said Dom knows something a little about thin noodles too. So kind of starting with Dom. It's going to be fun because he can't defend himself. Speaking of things Dom knows about. Circus performer juggles while doing headstand to set the world record. Now I gotta admit, it looks a little weird in this picture. The video a little weird. Kind of, I couldn't do it. So this gentleman from Colombia broke the record. Juggled 5 balls because 4 is just not enough. For 45 minutes while doing a headstand. He said he's practiced this for years. I gotta admit,
that can't be healthy for you to be.
That can't be easy either. 45 minutes? Yeah, it can be healthy. But I think that's worthy of a record. I mean, I don't know how many juggling categories there are, but your average, one in a couple of thousand might be able to do this. So, okay, good for him.
I wonder if he holds the record for. I wonder if he holds the record for most teabagging.
I don't know. 45 minutes.
That's a different website.
That is such a long time to be inverted.
It is a long time. Yeah, I didn't even consider that, but you're absolutely right. I don't know how he keeps from passing out.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But that's worthy, I guess. That's worthy.
Yeah, that one, it takes talent to do that.
So speaking, here's oh God. Idaho man. We all know this guy.
This son of a bitch.
Okay, Canada.
Idaho man bounces tennis balls with off of a wall into his mouth to break record. First of all, let's get this out of the way.
Americans are talented. Suck it, Canada.
Suck it, Canada. It's the rules. I'm not happy to do it, but it is the rules. I'm ashamed of this one. So if you remember, this guy has already broken the record for doing this once a couple of months ago.
He has a very talented mouth.
He has a.
Oh my God!
He's got a fetish or
we
something.
We are just become demonetized because of that. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Guys just can't get enough balls in his mouth, I guess. 47 this time in 30 seconds to break his old record of 43, which he did a couple of months ago to break the previous record before that of 34. So we look forward to him hitting the round number of 50 here in the next couple of months. Because
here's my question for you, Jedi. Was this a still you took from the video, or was this the actual released photo?
This is the still I took.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Oh, because I was going to say, God, I really hope that's the picture they put out.
No, it wasn't.
In the news story.
If this was a DCU, that would be the picture that James Gunn puts out.
It took me several times to get this still shot too, but I wanted.
It's a good one. It's a good one. This guy deserves it.
He learned all of this. He learned that skill at a Diddy party.
So he is the David the Record Breaker Rush.
We need to find out more about this man.
We need to.
I need to know more about. I need to know more about this man.
Does he work?
Is he married? Is he married? Does he have a family? I want to know.
I don't know.
Well, his wife must have balls on the practice.
I don't know. Maybe he's got one of those jobs where he just has a headphone and he's like a service desk or something, and he just works from home and he can do this.
Sits there spitting balls all day.
While you're on hold waiting for service, he's
juggling balls with his mouth.
So yeah, he's always entertaining. We look forward to more news from David, the Record Breaker Rush. And last, I think this is the last one. Valentine's Day is coming up next week. I think we'll be on the Valentine's Day evening. But if you just don't know what to get that special someone or that unspecial someone, the Memphis Zoo is sending pooping elephant videos to your ex. The Memphis Zoo is celebrating Valentine's Day by giving fans a chance to send either a cute red panda video to their sweethearts or a video of an elephant pooping to their exes. Not only their exes, maybe your boss or your landlord or whatever. For a $10 donation, the video will come along with a Valentine's gift, which is just a video card. Yeah.
That's still not as good as the guy that put up I think he was in Australia, that put up the Chewbacca contest flyer.
Oh, I saw that.
And put his ex-wife's number on there. So all she did for weeks and weeks was get calls of people making Chewbacca noises. That I thought was just brilliant. That was brilliant.
That was pretty good. Oh, okay. Thanks.
It's not bad. It's not been better than I can do. Yeah, I can't do it.
Can we send everybody on Renovision send these cards to Marco?
Yeah.
To Marco.
I'm pretty sure he would appreciate this.
You know what? Understand this. What does this mean?
Yeah. I think we'd.
I don't know what this. What do you mean, an elephant, a poop? I don't get it.
You can do it on. I guess you can do it on Instagram once you add the link. I guess you can just send him the link on Instagram. I don't know Marco's email address personally, but
does this mean I'm smart like an elephant?
I thought the elephant was dead.
Well, if you want to do that, if you want to send it to Marco, or if you want to send it to your ex, or send the red panda videos eating berries or whatever, grapes, to your sweetheart, you got until February 12th to do it. So. And
wonder if we can get a specialized digital card from David Rush.
I forgot to highlight that I made I called it Valenturds Day. Okay. I worked hard on that, and I like puns. Glossed right over it.
I like puns.
I think you need better fonts.
Yeah, I tried to use a Valentine's font.
Yeah, because that U looks like an ass. Actually, it fits. Never mind.
It looks like a set of tits. Yeah,
well, I see an ass. You see tits. Yeah.
For 65 and older tits. Yeah.
65 and older.
Hang it a little low. That's fine.
Yeah.
We
what
take
that comedian say? You'll never turn down if a 65-year-old lady walks up to a man and like, you want to see my tits? He's gonna be like, okay. Yeah.
It's hard to turn down.
All right, and that is all I have.
Oh, you can turn it down if it's your
mom. It was a slow week.
Mom, put your tits away, Mom.
All right, who we got in the chat today, Jedi?
Let's say hello to the chat. Dom's not here to let me know what the comments are related to, so we'll do the best we can. GT Comic coming in first and second, but not denied the hat trick by Tommy Longbox. But hey, GT, appreciate you popping in and letting us know that you're out there. As usual, always good to see you.
He always has great books on eBay. I bought from him before. He always has good stuff.
Nobody remembers second places. So you got to be first. If you're not first, you're last, or something like that. But Tommy, wishing us a good show, fellas. So, back at you, Tommy. Hope you enjoy your weekend, Super Bowl weekend. Hope everybody enjoys Super Bowl weekend. Terry Floyd. I'm in a that came out perfectly with what we just talked about. I'm in a turd place. Everyone always remembers their turds. I'm in turd place. Oh, it's in third place. Gotcha.
You're not in first.
You are in third place. Yeah. Because we have ties.
Not in first, turd.
Grumpy G evening.
Grumpy.
Grumpy. What's going on? Grumpy. Brian LCS, another good evening, gents. What's going on?
He's on vacation. Nice.
Gunslinger from 773 Hotel.
Hey, Gunslinger.
What's up,
Mark Spears? Mark Spears fan, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
in the
co-owner of the Discord, I think, or he runs the
And
Discord.
Vampirella. You know, if you throw Vampirella in there, I'm gonna pull you up. Boy, he was just talking. Hi, Bruce for Vampirella. Lisa Noble. What's going on, Lisa? Glad you popped in. People chasing his 4 magazine covers too from Diabolic. Oh, wow.
That's Mark Spears has 4 magazine.
Yeah, Mike Spears. I don't know if I've seen those.
I have one of them somewhere.
And hey, everybody.
Hey, I'm starting to run out of space for magazines.
BK is actually in early this week. Normally he comes in about halfway through. Salute. I don't know what you're saluting. I'm going to take it, though. I'm
glad his mother let him use the internet early.
Did you get good grades, BK? Good for you. We love BK. Jeffrey says, suck it, Canada.
Suck it, Canada.
Suck it. I don't know. It's the rules, but I'll tell you what, I ain't very proud of the USA's accomplishments this week in the Guinness realm.
Well, the U.S. is great with juggling balls with their mouth. So
it's just that one guy. We just got one guy.
We just got one guy.
We just got one guy. It's not the whole country.
Other Americans.
Just one weirdo.
Guy that we want to know more about him. Tyson. What's going on, Tyson? Tyson joining us in between sending me IG videos, which are always good.
Tyson.
Styx works hard. Styx
Tyson
works
is my
hard for the tunnel record.
late night chat buddy. Me and Tyson chat at like 3 a.m. Jeez.
Tyson and Sarah send me like videos all the time, and they're way ahead of Dom, despite whatever Dom says. He's not in first place.
Well, I had to put the dolphin pissing reel in our chat today, just to see if Dom would put a heart on it, and he did.
Of course he did. I'm on vacation. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat. There's a heart.
Styx isn't here a bit early for the proms. It is. It's the winter dance.
It's not even spring cotillion time.
Yeah. And BK, I got to highlight BK again because sometimes I just don't know where this stuff comes from. The BK says, but it's always funny because it's just out of nowhere. Joe has a record for cutting cold cuts with his beard.
Really? Take that out of there. Get out of there.
Hello, Mama Bear.
I got rid of my beard. Damn it.
I got another couple months before I take this thing off.
I can't take it anymore.
Zombie Prophet.
Zombie.
Is that new? Yeah,
one of my Discord.
Have I seen people. Zombie on here before?
Yes.
Hey, Zombie.
Well, probably my chat. Welcome.
I was watching one of the I don't know why I'm going down this. Well, I was watching one of the Whatnot streams, and they had Bill McKay on there. And Bill McKay, if you don't know, has done a shit ton of Zombie Tramp covers, just a shit ton.
Yeah.
And it hit me that I had never read Zombie Tramp #1, like the origins of Zombie Tramp. So I pulled it up online and I read it, and that's kind of interesting.
It's different. Like Frankenhooker?
It's different.
It's fun.
Yeah, I think we need a live action.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, welcome, Zombie. Buffy, what's going on, Buffy? Tyson, isn't that a graphic of Marco? No, that is a graphic of Matt. I think you're talking about on Tyson's his little icon. That is a graphic of Matt because Matt sometimes
takes 3 hours.
Trouble.
There's nothing wrong with taking some time in the water closet.
You gotta stretch the legs, though.
If your legs are getting tired and you can't feel them by the time you try to get up from the toilet, you have been on the toilet way too long.
I'm a 50-year-old man. Everything's difficult. Going up more than one stair at a time, having solid bowel movements, whatever. I'm getting old. It's difficult.
If the straining and the pushing is too much, eat a banana or something before you go take a shit.
All right. We are not talking about straining, taking a shit, eating banana to regulate you. This is officially
quiet time.
This stream is not getting any woman wet that is watching this. I guarantee this. Thank you very much.
I'm locked
down already. I'm done.
Jeez. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry.
All right. Moving on. Terry, what's going on, Terry? So I guess this means turds are the theme of tonight's show. It appears so. It does appear. It appears so.
It
wasn't planned necessarily.
I can't see.
So.
Can't see. Just kidding.
Matthew Moreau.
Moreau.
Love
you too.
Is that cat smoking a cigar?
If he's cool,
probably vaping.
Yeah. You can't tell whether that's a vape or a cigar.
Is it catnip in that vape?
Cats are funny on catnip. That's the truth. All right. Okay. All right. He wasn't talking about the graphic. I was wrong again. I'm always wrong. Never, ever bet on anything I say. All right. That's it. Let's get on with the show. Nothing.
All right. Well, Pete let me know late this afternoon there would not be an OLI today. So we'll not have an OLI today. So
I think we got something better. We got something better.
So I said, shit, what are we going to do?
Uh-oh.
So I decided I would just do MegaCon's sexy top 5. So I kind of scanned
wonder
through.
who this is for.
I scanned through some of the MegaCon covers. I mean, we did a show on it 2 weeks ago, and we hit a handful of them, but a handful of new covers
Mama Bear.
as well. So I figured I'd take a quick scan and
See what I mean? Thanks, guys.
pull up some of the sexy ones that I saw that I liked. So
brought to you by Metamucil.
starting off, I love World Tree covers.
I've not seen this one.
And Ivan Tal, sometimes I'm right on with it. And sometimes I'm like, I enjoy this. That's a nice amount of cushion for the pushing in the back. It's very nice. It's not too hoary. It's nice. I like it. It's a good cover.
It is a good cover, and I have not seen this one. So yeah, this is are all of these brand new ones that we didn't cover 2 weeks ago?
I tried not to duplicate. Yeah, because I would have put in my Susperia Fangers cover in there had I doubled up, but I tried to give us stuff that we didn't show 2 weeks ago. So
it's a good one.
Yeah, I like this. It's nice. Like I said, Ivan Tal, when he does it right, he does it right. And this one checks all the boxes for me.
God, I can't read the chat without my glasses. God damn it.
For Jedi, I put a Mayhew in there just for you, Jedi.
Okay, this is a MegaCon.
Yep. Limited to 500, virgin foil.
You can send a message to Red 5. He's at MegaCon.
Is he?
That is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing that.
He grabbed some Silverhawks for me.
Hawk.
Okay.
Silver Hawks.
Silver Hawk.
So I'm gonna,
Hawk. Okay. That's.
Get out of here.
Just want to make sure there was an H in there.
It's somewhere in there. I don't know where it's at, but it's there. All right.
I'm gonna say that they just did a foil for this and made it a MegaCon because I've seen this cover before.
I've seen it as well before, but I like a good Baroness cover, and I hadn't seen much.
I hadn't
seen much Mayhew for a while. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he hasn't turned out anything. I hate to say it because Mayhew's one of my favorites. He hasn't turned out anything really interesting in a while, unfortunately.
No, not really.
I think I have the 1-of-1 print for this though.
Ooh.
And there's a handful of other Baroness covers there as well with the newer G.I. Joe Skybound imprint. I think there's a nice Rose Besh. There's a Frank Cho.
Yeah, I saw the Rose Besh. Looks really good.
Yeah, the Besh looks good. The Frank Cho is nice. So there's a lot of Baroness there at MegaCon. So
I take it back. The one I'm thinking about is different. The one I'm thinking of is this one, which is similar but different. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm always wrong. I told you that already.
Yeah. But I was like, oh shit, Mayhew. I haven't seen Mayhew for
Leave
a
that
while.
up for a second so I could take a picture of it to send the Red 5. Pick up 5 copies of this for the old men over here.
I couldn't remember for the life of me whether he had done this cover before. And I really tried to not get things that were reprinted that were just foiled over, which is why I don't have any Will Jack on here, because I'm like, I've seen those covers before. They're just foiling them, or they're enlarging another picture and doing it, but I like this maybe. So.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, never mind. I said we haven't done pickups yet, but I did maybe.
Next on the list, I love my EOM, and for Bruce, it's DC. It's a Nords Illustrated with an EOM cover.
Nords came out like 3 years ago.
And they still keep
reprinting this.
They're cranking out Nords covers left and right for this.
It's ridiculous.
This one, this is a cool cover. A lot of people. Not a shortage of this one because it seems like every stream I go to has several of these for sale. They've been selling on Whatnot for about $20 is what the unsigned ones have been going for. He is at MegaCon, so I think the signed ones are going for about $45, but he has a great signature. So
that was a fun Catwoman. I was like, oh, I like that.
I did get. I don't know if you got it on your list. I did order it. I hope it comes. I did get his MegaCon Vampirella. I was able to snag that.
Oh, nice.
The set.
That is nice. Let's see. Next up on the list, I like Rockalin. There's a color version of this as well, but this one seems to be doing a little bit better. It's Witchblade issue 7. Rockalin, limited to 500. It's black and white with color splash.
This cover literally just poked both my eyes at the same time.
You can't poke you can't get poked with something that round.
Yeah, you can.
Can't breathe.
I like Rockalin. I like Rockalin.
Yeah, she was on a stream earlier too. She's fun to listen to. She's very, very excited. Seems like she's always very excited when she's on the streams.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun little Witchblade cover. Not a bad one. Limit 500 is not bad. It's not over limited, so it should be between this and the color one. They should probably be easy to pick up if you like it.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of Witchblade collectors out there.
And finally, up on the list there for Jedi, a little Tyndall for you. Silent Knights issue 1.
I've seen this one.
This is a Virgin Foil limited 20.
Jimmy Tyndall was just going live like an hour ago on Whatnot.
Yeah.
He is the busiest. He's the busiest artist. Seems like at MegaCon. He is on a stream on Whatnot constantly, from like early morning to late at night. He's on somebody's stream. He has a Vampirella release. Actually, I haven't grabbed that one yet either. He does have a Vampirella trade in Virgin out as well for MegaCon. So. Yeah,
and I like this a lot because you got the smoke right around knee level, so I know Tyndall draws very, very long legs.
He doesn't draw feet either, so
yeah, but he draws super goddamn long legs. So yeah. I like that this was cut off a little bit better. The proportions just felt better for me on this for Tyndall.
And it's a number 1 too, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like a limited 20 is nice. There's I think 3 or 4 variants of this. I think it's just.
Is there paper too, or just the foil? Is it? Are there paper copies of this too?
I think there's either paper or cardstock of this as well. I think there's 3 to 4 different variants of it. So I'm sure there's something that'll hit everybody's price point within there. And that was the 5, but I did add,
of course,
a bonus.
Raichi. Is that Raichi?
No, this is Chavez. I don't know Guy Chavez. I haven't been exposed to this artist before, but I saw it
now.
I know. I saw this art.
This isn't a cosplay. That's art.
That's art.
Art.
That's art.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, I was like, oh, this would not be a bad art book to get limited to 100, which isn't bad.
Here we go. Cover of the year for Joe.
I checked out his IG page. His black and white work is very nice. And I was like, that's a good cover.
That sword placements make me a little nervous, but
I'm okay. It's the back of the blade. It's not the full blade.
I know. Okay. She's an expert.
She's ample. It's ample back there.
She's an expert swordsman. I trust her.
Yeah, it's nice. I've never been exposed to this person's work before, but I was like, oh, an art book. Oh, that looks fun. And I believe this is all pencil. So
Wow.
if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But I went to his site and
Interesting.
so new artist that I'd never
So
heard
much
of.
more fun than the OLI. Sorry, Pete. We needed a break. This was
A little palate cleanser.
better than X-Men and
Yeah. Let's do some pickups and then we'll get back to it. Running the spotlight right away.
I'm gonna do some slabs, and then I got a little bit of a what the fuck did Jedi do? I may have shown this one already. I was just kind of going through some vampy slabs. This is Souza Micah. I think I may have shown this one already, but I can't get enough of those curves. And then this one, I don't. Maybe I did show this one too. Perillo, Vampirella. If I did, choke it up.
Nice. He's so good.
Now I never had these slabbed. I had these raw before, but this is Zerdy.
Nice.
Vampirella. Dark Reflections 1. Also Dark Reflections 1, Zerdy. And
Zerdy pumps out a lot.
Dracula Rage number 6, Zerdy.
I'm glad he's not doing the tattoo covers anymore.
Yeah, tattoo covers are getting.
Tell me if this has ever happened to you. You're on the eBay. You're on the bay.
On the bay.
Bay.
You see two books you want. They're the same book. They're ending. The auctions are ending within 30 minutes of each other on a Sunday. You don't know what you're going to be doing on that Sunday, so you throw a bid up on both of them.
On both, and you win both.
And you win both. I think I'll be okay because it is one of the books from my 2025 wish list. Actually, well, they're both from my wish list because there's.
Can they be shown on screen?
Oh, there you go. Good man.
What?
Nice.
The 9/8 New York Comic Con. I love New York. Jack 9/8 signed. And because I just didn't know any better, I didn't want to take any chances. I got a CBCS 9.8.
What?
Nice.
What is this?
You know what you do? You keep the CBCS.
Yep.
And you list the CGC.
These things are listed. So these were auctions. They are listed. There's others listed asking. We'll say asking for like $900 or $700 to $900. I can't for this one for the CGC.
For the CGC
I did not pay anywhere close to that on an auction. Not even close.
That's why you don't auction books.
I paid $300 for this. $300. This thing is going to be listed. I'm going to ask probably about $600.
Isn't it like
600 best offer? And
yeah, I'm going to ask about $600. I think Dom said he wanted one, so I'll give Dom a crack at it if he wants. I'll give Dom the friends and family.
Dom's just going to drag it out. Oh, let me think about it. And then like 3 years from now, why'd you sell that? I wanted it.
I'll get it right after.
Boba Fett. Tell me that Boba Fett and Mark Jewelers. Here's the Boba Fett Mark Jewelers. Send them more for.
But I'll tell you what, I am not disappointed. This book is beautiful.
It's gorgeous book.
It is. It's got a little smudge on it now, but yeah.
Where'd that smudge come from?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Like I said, that's not bad. You wanted an auction at a reasonable price. That
I won 2 of them.
you could turn it back around though.
I do plan on selling it. Actually, I'm having a Vampirella whatnot sale tomorrow. I don't know if I'll put it up. I might put it up on there tomorrow and see what happens. But that's all I got this week.
Chico, I'm not a TMT guy, but anything Turtles, people love. Can't hurt to pick up issue 1 and read it.
I do not have much this week.
But
I'm happy. But I'm happy with what I got this week. So, is your Pin Apocalypse? The Foxy ratio. There's my seasons ratio.
God damn it! I forgot to order.
Darwin Cook, iZombie. This was
cover.
on my 2025 hunt list for my personal collection. So I finally
never watched that
on
series.
this.
I started watching that series on.
I didn't mind the series. I didn't mind it.
For some reason, I stopped watching it. I don't know.
I love that series. It was great.
Let me go back and give it.
I thought it was.
I think it's still out there.
I picked up a few of these. Blundershock magazine.
Blundershock?
Yep, that is Suspiria art on the cover of one of my favorite covers, or my favorite characters, Dynamite Diva. So Canadian magazine, very reasonable. I think they're limited now to 2 on purchase, but great magazine. Great. One of my, I mean, that's some of the best Suspiria art.
Well, that's a hard question, Matthew. I don't know.
My favorite artist currently.
You answered that on a show earlier this week.
I did.
Somebody asked, yeah.
The same answer. Favorite current artist is Dan Mora, Suspiria, Mark Spears. Favorite writer is Mark Wade. All right. What do I got here? Oh, by the way, this is what.
Isn't he too sad to write?
Shh. Don't besmirch his name.
I think my favorite artist changes from month to month. So
what are you talking about? Your favorite artist, Souza Micah, Frizen, Zerdy.
No, you had a Mayhew phase for quite a long time.
Mayhew
had a Zerdy phase for a while.
I'm over the Frizen phase. I had a Frizen phase. I'm actually in an EOM and a Hickpot phase right now.
Yes, I have corrupted you appropriately.
Someone mentioned, Lisa mentioned Mark Spears magazines. I have one of them.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's from 2015, I think.
Diabolic.
I have like 3 of these. They're pretty cool. And now I have magazines with magazine bags and boards. So first up, let's see what we got here.
Tyson's an Englehart fan.
I had to pick up the Exorcism at 1600 pens. The Exorcist homage. I like
that. I like Dave Johnson. I like his work.
Let's see. Some people in the chat will be very happy. I got some more of my pre-orders in. Monsters 3. Cover A.
When does this Vampirella come out? Is that this month or next?
March. Next month. Cover B. Cover C. Oh, cover C. And where is it? Apocalypse Foxy.
Oh, you got your
Joe convinced me to pick it up.
Hey,
Joe got his the same time
you do. You know what that's selling for, right?
Yes.
It's doing well.
It's already sold. Raz, baby, Raz. Bird City. Mark Spears Monsters, Bird City exclusive.
Are you gonna grade all those, or are you gonna sell them raw? Are you gonna sell them? Are you gonna grade those? Are you gonna sell them? Or
I have no idea. The face-off cover from Bird City, Mark Spears.
That's how I felt about Mike Mayhew for a while. I felt like I put Mike's kids through college.
The Adam Project, the Lyrics Lee cover.
I like that Lyrics cover.
Yeah, I love this cover so much. So old school. I had to pick this up because I love Gatchaman. Only One Earth, #1.
I get jokes.
The Talaski background.
Liefeld comes out with some stuff that you guys make fun of that I actually like.
What? I did a whole stream about Liefeld the other day.
Just for you, Matthew. It's just sitting right next to me, just floating.
Raza.
That's actually, I like that. Who's that? Who did that?
Raza.
Okay.
Mark Spears, Shazam number 20 cover. My Godzilla Masterpiece Theater. I forgot what cover this is.
I like all of those. That whole series, all of the covers are great.
Yeah. I had to grab this after the news of Buffy hit, discussing films and other trades this week. I had to grab this because you don't see this book very often come up, especially in this kind of condition.
Greatness of light film.
There you go.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 20.
Let's show some greatness. Let's show some Liefeld greatness there. There you go. There's some Liefeld greatness there. There you go.
My eyes. That's this way.
I would say you're not wrong, Mama. I think Bruce Fur. We kid Bruce Fur. He is a Spears fanboy. I'm not. It's not undeserved. I'm not.
I literally have a short box and a half of monster books. I have a short box and a half of Spears books.
And I'm sorry, when they're selling for what they're selling for now, it's silly not.
And see the wall back there? See that wall?
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah, it's up there every week.
So Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 20, J. Scott Campbell.
Oh, nice. That's a good Buffy.
Cool. I don't know if I ever finished watching Buffy series. And
these I got from my good friend, good buddy, my right-hand man on Kingdom of Nerds, Joe's Dueling. Monsters number 1, cover A. Let that sink in. Monsters number 1.
Let that sink in. I paid $4 for that.
Yeah, I know. Monsters number 1, the flip foil cover. And Monsters number 1, the 1 in 50 X-Men homage 141, which is already on my wall over there. All of them are on my wall, actually, all 3. And that is it.
I gotta figure out what to list that Wolfman, man. That Wolfman one is like, I hate when there's no comps. There's no comps for it. What do you do when you want to list a book? It has no comps.
Well, I got 3 people that might be interested in that comic from you.
Excellent. I should just razz it. Is what I should do. For a lot of money.
Bruce Fur can win it.
No, people.
You have a chance to get it.
I just want to. Jedi, you saw my winnings this week in the chat.
I did. Yeah.
I wouldn't try to razz any Mark Spears. I think.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I think the Mark Spears in the razz, people were getting tired of the razzing of Mark Spears every other day.
I could imagine. Good stuff. All right.
What do we got next? Let's go.
A little comic now later.
Ooh.
Hey, if we hurry up, we can get through past Styx's trivia before he gets here, and then we can be like, sorry, it's too late. You're too late to the show.
We were so looking forward to it too, man.
We were dragging it out. We were dragging it out as long as we could, waiting for you. So for now, later this week, I've been very neglectful of Paul Green covers, and there is a Zenoscope, Terror and the Fury. Nice Paul Green cover this week, which is nice. That's the 1 in 20. I do like that Gotcha Man, Only One Earth, number 1.
Oh,
granted, it says not final art, but that's a great goddamn cover. I'm guessing the trade dress will just be up top there.
I just showed
when it comes out.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right.
Did they throw the trade dress up top?
I'll tell you in a second. Yes, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's a good cover. It's a It's good kind of pulpy feel to it, which is nice. All the Gotcha Man covers have been really good.
Was this the cover A? This is cover A, right?
Yeah, it's just cover A.
Yeah, the artist on this is Tommy Lee Edwards.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I like the work on all.
Oh, he's also
Gotcha
writing.
stuff.
Also,
yeah. And next up on the list is the Archie's Valentine Spectacular from 616 Comics. This is a beautiful Saturday Evening Post / meme cover by Cedric Poulat. And I love Poulat, and it's just a good cover.
Did you see the video he put out on social media?
Who, Poulat?
Yeah, he did a video pushing back on people accusing him of having using AI.
I've seen him draw shit. I mean,
yeah, he went he went and put a video out, and he's with this cover, how he's layering and doing textures on the cover, and it's not AI.
I love Poulat. I'm gonna keep buying his shit. I don't give a fuck if it's made by a fucking orangutan using his ass to fucking use a paintbrush. I don't give a shit. I like the fucking covers. I'm gonna buy them. I like the art.
Good for you.
This cover.
I
don't like Ronnie getting dissed in this, but it's still a good cover.
Who?
Veronica.
Oh, Veronica.
I'm team Ronnie, man.
You are?
Yes.
So am I.
Cyber.
Okay. And then coming up in the future.
Ooh.
I love this Sister Imperator cover. This has everything that is awesome. Spooky children, pregnant woman, handgun, demon eyes in the back. Is
that a Rosemary's Baby like homage or something?
No, it's just the perfect cover. If somebody said, "Hey, make me a perfect cover," I'd be like,
I'm literally going on Midtown Comics and see if that covers up.
It's
wow.
it's just the A cover, and it's dark.
That is?
It's cheap, yeah. But I saw that and I was like, God damn! A pregnant woman holding a handgun with spooky children running toward her from a church with big spooky demon eyes back there. I was like, you got me. I'm sold.
Yeah, that covers awesome.
I am sold.
This is an ABC Friday night movie poster.
It's maybe a Lifetime special. Locked in a closet, locked in a basement, locked in an attic. One of those. Midtown has a Penosian variant for Zatanna #1. I love Penosian, and it's a good Zatanna cover.
It is. I really like that cover a lot.
Yeah, is that Wonder Woman's lasso coming out of her hat?
No, it's just a magic rope.
Oh, it's just a rope.
Zatanna's magic rope.
Unless she got Wonder Woman in her hat.
And she's holding, well, actually, it could be, yes, actually, that is the golden lasso of truth, because behind it is Superman's cape, and in her hand is a batarang.
It's batarang. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
But, I mean, I'm a sucker for Zatanna covers to begin with. I'm a sucker for Penosian covers. And it's Midtown, which seems to have no limit on their print count of their variants. So it should be very accessible. Although I will say that, you could have gotten that turtle one with April. Either the trade dress with the English or with the Japanese on it. And it was up there forever. You could continually buy it over and over. But people sell that book on eBay all the time for, $100 here, $100 there. Yeah.
Oh, it is up for pre-order. The Zatanna Midtown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh. I guess I'll grab 2.
A new book coming from Oni Press out of Alcatraz, which actually is the continuation of the story of the guys that escaped from Alcatraz. This picks up from their actual escape after that point. So, if you're familiar with Escape from Alcatraz, 2 guys get out, whatever, and you don't know at the end whether they made it or not. They escape, but this picks up of them escaping. But
pretty short comic book arc if they didn't.
yeah. It's just a one shot. They die in the water. Done. But
I just never done time. Come on.
I dig the old school cover on this.
Styx?
Yeah.
And again, all these are open order. Well, the Midtown isn't exclusive, but Sister Imperator and Out of Alcatraz, they're all open order covers. And then, of course, for my Tops and Tails cover of the week.
Tops and Tails.
Private.
Who is that?
No, this is Joe Picar, who I love. I love Joe Picar covers. This was a Kickstarter. I love this cover, and it has tops and tails. I got both this week. I hit both of my goals. But I anytime I see Picar stuff, he has a beautiful variant that was on the Kickstarter for Cherry 24. It was also great, but this is just a adorable cover. So there's my Tops and Tails of the week. That's what I got. Bruce, you, sir, are up. Let me
Can you do the intro?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm trying to run everything at once here, man. I'm just slow today. I'm very, very slow.
He's off his game. What's going on?
I'm off my game.
Chefs. It's time for the 5-minute absolute update. Absolute.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is the week you got to run it.
Yeah, I know. It's perfect.
All right, welcome back to another episode of 5-Minute Absolute Update, where we look at this week's release from the Absolute Universe. This week's entry is Absolute Superman number 4. We get to see
it's just us three. We've all read it. So.
Huh?
I think normally Styx and Dom don't read these things, but I think since it's just the three of us, we've all actually read it. So.
Well, Dom is still learning how to read.
He's working.
We got Absolute Omega Men. We got Lois Lane being a badass. I don't need backup. Screw you guys. We got Crazy Peacekeepers. I thought it was a good issue. A really good issue.
Yeah, it was okay. Superman wasn't too wet-brained.
He wasn't. Well, he really wasn't in it.
Exactly.
He wasn't in it, but like maybe the last 2 pages of the book.
Which is why it was okay.
Okay. I just have one question.
Yes.
And I mean, if you haven't read this already, sorry. So there is the one scene where Superman does appear, the last 2 or 3 pages, and he freezes the
Peacekeepers.
All the covers, Terry.
Do you think he did that on purpose?
What,
Or
that?
Yeah, do you think he did that on purpose, or was he just trying to say, "Stop it, stop"?
Of course he did it on purpose, because he literally froze all of them without freezing Lois. Here we go.
It's all right. He'll take the internet 10 minutes to kick in before he pops into
my joke, Brucifer, was we all know Superman has problems pronunciating.
Oh,
yes.
geez.
So you think he was actually saying "stop it" and just spitting?
Yeah, he was just spitting on him.
You guys are horrible. He
that.
calls
Leave
Cuffs
him alone.
Cuffs. Jeez.
Chuffs.
One time.
Okay. Yeah. I thought this was. I thought it was okay. I mean, a lot of time spent at the front, towards the front of the story, with Lois interviewing people who had seen or been helped by Superman, and how they weren't telling on him or whatever. They felt like they wanted to keep his secret or his identity secret because he didn't want Lazarus to stop him, etc., etc. What's up, Styx?
Hey guys.
So at the end, and then Bruce covered the rest of it. Lois is out unafraid, and then she gets confronted by Omega Man, and then Superman shows up and freezes everybody. So this one Minuteman, this one American, what's it, American, the soldiers, Peacekeeper. Yeah, I don't know why.
Peacekeeper.
The one
You having a
Peacekeeper
tough moment?
Yeah. Did he? I can't remember this shit. Does he forget? This is not the first time he's like blacked out and shot everybody, right?
No, it's not. He's having blackout. I don't know if it's if they're programmed, the programming is off on him. I for some reason I think all of the peacekeepers are programmed with a certain directive, and he's broken.
Well, he is broken because he keeps trying to correct the computer, and the computer's like, "No, you're fine."
I kind of wish I knew more by issue 4. I kind of wish they'd given me just a little bit more to understand the dynamics of this world a little better. But I mean, it's fine. Apparently, the next issue is the Rage of Superman? Is that the title for the next one?
Maybe.
I believe that's what it says at the bottom. So apparently I'm guessing the next issue is going to give us a lot more.
I did like that they introduced Jimmy Olsen, and he was kind of badass.
I like to look at the common threads through a lot of these because, we got Absolute Wonder Woman 4, and we got some legacy characters introduced in different ways. This we got a little more Lois. We got Jimmy.
I was wondering, who is this character, Primus? Because apparently she's the one that cut off Lois's father's legs. So I'm looking forward to figure out who she
legacy character.
I don't know.
I think most of these characters I think are going to turn out, if they're a major player, they're going to turn out to be some legacy character. So I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out to be somebody we're familiar with.
That's what I forgot his name. Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper that keeps having the blackouts. Is that going to turn out to be the John Cena Peacekeeper? You think, or
no?
No. Okay.
I don't think so.
You never know. You never know.
It could be. Yeah, you never know with this. I will say this. I did like the correlation that they drew with so far with Lois and Superman. Well, Kal-El, because he's not called Clark. He didn't want to use the programming. He wanted to write his own stuff. And when it was time for her to do her report, she didn't want to use the computer, so she wrote her own report. They referenced it here that her father was like yelling at her for not following directives.
Are those subliminal messaging against AI? Is that what they're feeding us, Bruce?
They're building up the love arc story of Soups and Lois.
By issue 10, they'll be married and have a son. All right.
Yeah.
So.
And they already have a dog.
He's gonna put his Speebin in her.
Oh. Stop.
Be still.
Leave Kal-El alone. Leave Kal-El alone.
He's gonna show her his Peebus.
He's fighting big government and big pharma, big whatever companies running this place. The Lazarus Project or whatever. So look forward to it. I don't even know when the next issue comes out. I think Batman.
December.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Batman the next one.
We should cycle back to Batman because Wonder Woman was last week. Superman
Batman either next week or the following week. So over to you, Joe.
It was decent. It was the Absolute line has been okay. I can't really. I'm not really into the Batman. The Absolute Batman. It's just it doesn't really grind my gears. This is okay.
I'm going to see Captain America, Grogu.
Is that this weekend?
Next week.
No, next weekend.
No, next weekend. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
But this has been okay. Absolute Wonder Woman has been enjoyable. So I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like reading these, and
Space Seed.
I'll shout out to Bruce and Joe, mainly Bruce for making me read these, because I kind of feel like it's homework. You know, I'm not going to do homework unless somebody makes me do it. So they're making me read this. So
the good thing is we got in at the beginning of a story, and it was a clean slate across the board.
Yep.
So now, granted, I mean, knowing some of the legacy characters and some Wonder Woman, knowing some of the weirder characters is nice, but it's not necessary.
at this point, though, I got to be honest. At this point, and it may change the next issue that comes out. At this point, I'm more interested in this peacekeeper that keeps shooting everybody.
Yeah, there's something up with him.
Than I am Superman, to be honest with you. But we'll see.
He's killed like what? Everyone he comes in contact with.
Well,
the
no,
lowest leads.
His weapon is malfunctioning. That's
Sure, malfunction. It misfired.
We've all been there.
But like I said, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I'm excited. I'm excited for the next lineup of books to see if they're any good.
Yeah, we're gonna get Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash, and Absolute
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't necessarily care about Absolute Green Lantern so much, just because I've just never been that into Green Lantern. But Flash will be interesting, and Martian
Styx,
Manhunter
I'm
just
sorry.
looks fucking weird.
Styx, I'm sorry, you showed up too late for trivia, so maybe we'll just save it.
It's fine.
It happens. I didn't expect to be this late.
How was the winter dance? Any misbehaving teens?
Actually, it was a musical tonight.
Oh,
It
was it our town or Oklahoma?
Newsies.
Were you a shark or a jet, Styx?
I wasn't
You a good cat or a
He's a
bad
guppy.
cat?
There you go.
You actually came back just in time. I thought you weren't going to be here, so I had to throw in this. And then I saw that you posted the trivia, so I put it in. And then just for the fuck of it, I just had to have Where the Salt and Sticks. But
Salt and there you go. Rock on. That's awesome. Good.
But we do have your trivia, so let's
awesome.
run the
It's a really quick one.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Styx. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Styx.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Styx.
All right, Stixie. Have at it.
Yes, you're kind.
Of gunner questions here. So Annie, get your gun. The gun game. If you didn't know, James Gunn is one of 4 brothers. And let's get into it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Wait, I have to look closer at them to see where he's cast them.
Yeah. So these are his 4 brothers: Sean Gunn, Matt Gunn, Brian Gunn, Patrick Gunn, and I've also added, an E. We will have an E this week for James Gunn. That's right.
Well, obviously, Sean and James didn't get the looks of the family.
All right. So number 1, there's only 4 questions this week because we had our internet went down today at the old work. Which Gunn did the screenplay for these movies? Was it Sean Gunn, Matt Gunn, Brian Gunn, Patrick Gunn, or was it James Gunn?
Peter Gunn.
Neither.
James Gunn. E. James Gunn.
How do you have for elusive E?
No idea. I know it's not D. D looks like he's up on stage at a casino about to sing at a casino.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not A.
I thought it was Tony Bennett for a second. Is that Tony Bennett?
Mr. Gunn did it.
Mama says B. Brogu says, E. Brogu B. E. Chico E. B.
I was gonna say B just because I don't have a clue. Everybody else is saying E.
I've never heard of these three guys.
I was gonna say B. It looks like a lot of people, Brogu and Chico, were gonna say. I don't know if they were gonna say B because same as me, which is complete guess. But
Hey. Any guess is a good guess if it's right.
Pretty much.
But
Yeah, it's James Gunn. Good old
James
James.
Gunn.
did it move? Oh, there it goes. Yep. The answer is James Gunn. James Gunn did the screenplay for all three of those movies.
You're
And
over
so is
50.
the DCU.
Have a haircut
Right.
like a goddamn 50-year-old man. Stop trying to pretend you're 20.
Which Gunn had an involvement in this movie? Is it Sean Gunn, Brian Gunn,
An
Matt Gunn,
involvement?
Patrick Gunn, or is it James Gunn? Involvement.
James Gunn.
So that means
E.
either producer, director.
okay, I'm glad you defined that. Cause I was gonna say
Actor.
I rented it, so that's kind
Any kind of involvement. Could be anything.
It was a decent movie.
I actually have to watch this. I keep forgetting to watch
This
this.
movie
I
was
don't know if
brutal,
it's anywhere.
actually. This is a
It
brutal
was.
movie.
Is it on Netflix
was.
or anything? What is it on?
wasn't Netflix.
It was on Stars for a while. I don't know if it still is.
Oh, Stars. I don't know if I have Stars anymore. Probably not.
It was a decent
But
movie.
this has been one
It's
of
a
those
good.
movies
It's a
that
good
went-
premise. What if Superman was evil?
Right. Which is basically Superman Red Sun, I guess.
Should I just stay with B and
Oh.
hope
I mean, he landed in
He was
Russia.
just Russian. He was just
Yeah,
Russian.
Russian.
he's a cosmonaut.
Yes, Russians are evil. Yes.
Brogu says C based on. I think the chat needs to start. For my benefit, the chat needs to. When you say C, you need to say C. I'm positive, or C. I'm positive.
Absolutely C. Totally C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. You got to spoon feed it to Jedi. You got to spoon feed.
Yeah.
it.
You gotta
Gotta hold his hand over here.
Yeah, you know. Here comes the train, Jedi. Boop.
No,
Right into his mouth. Feed it, right into his mouth.
nobody's gonna screenshot
Did
me.
you
with
just say
my mouth.
put it into the stream today?
Train.
It was Brian Gunn.
Screenshot
Was
me
it? Was
looking
that
like
the
that
end?
ping
Oh,
pong
Brian
ball.
Gunn?
did I go too far?
James Gunn.
Yep. And up, and just went forward.
Oh,
Wait, are they all
backwards.
James Gunn? Come on.
Hold on. What's going on here?
There you go.
I'm having a debilitating stroke.
There you go. Brian Gunn wrote that screenplay.
Brian
for-
Gunn wrote the screenplay for Brightburn. There you go.
Okay.
Now here's our next
Okay.
question, which is
All right.
the answer to.
I'm directing it.
Okay.
Which Gunn acted in these three movies or TV shows?
This
You
is
got
A.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's go.
Harley Quinn and I Am Groot. A. Sean Gunn. B. Matt Gunn. C. Brian Gunn. D.
This is
Patrick
A.
Gunn. Or is it E. James Gunn?
E. James Gunn.
He acted in it? This is A.
He acted. Which of the Guns acted in it? I should have put
E.
Sean Gunn.
double
He's
N.
in all of them.
Double N.
I'm going with E.
Wow. Okay. Way to make me doubt myself, Brewster. I'm still gonna stay with A.
I'd seen the answer as we scrolled past, but I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I thought his brother
It
Sean
happens.
was in all his movies, so that's why I'm going with
I'm
A.
gonna start just letting you drive.
But he didn't do Harley Quinn, so
Oh, he didn't. Oh, maybe the character. I'm gonna stay with A.
Stay with A. All right, go ahead. I'll have you move the forward there,
got it.
Joe. And the answer was James Gunn. James
All
Gunn
right, I'm done
voiced
playing this game. They're
James
all-
Gunn
all-
voiced
they're all
Lamb
James
Shank
Gunn.
in Guardians, which is one of the genetically enhanced animals. He played the voice of the wristwatch in Groot, and he played himself as a voice in Harley Quinn.
it's a man of many talents.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till the next segment to go to the bathroom, but I mean.
All right, this is the last one because I didn't get to a fifth. Which of the Guns has vocal credit on a soundtrack? A. Sean Gunn, C. or B. Matt Gunn, C. Brian Gunn, D. Patrick Gunn, E. James Gunn.
C. Brian Gunn. I don't know.
I want to say Patrick because I feel bad for him. I don't know why. I just do.
See, Styx is trying to throw a curveball right now because
I'm trying to
every
say-
answer has been E, And so he thinks by now that he thinks by now I've had enough.
Every answer's been E.
And say
No.
E.
Nerf gun. There you go. That's perfect. I like it. Good job, Mama. I like it.
Patrick Gunn is the Stephen Baldwin of the family.
No. Don't do Steven dirty like that. Steven has had some decent roles. You can give him a Daniel. You can give him a Daniel Baldwin.
The
That's
last
fair.
good role he had was Threesome.
I'm gonna say C.
When was the last great role Daniel Baldwin was in?
He stepped outside his house.
Yeah.
He was in a USPS video. I'm going to get my
I'm
mail.
gonna say C, and I'll tell you why. Because I think Styx is throwing a curveball at us right now. Because I think he's trying to get me to pick E, and I'm not gonna do it. And I think the picture that he chose for C for just Brian Gunn, when you look up a movie and it shows you the cast, it'll have a picture like that. It won't have a picture of some guy singing on a casino stage, and it won't have somebody's college yearbook picture. It's gonna have a picture like that. So I'm gonna say C.
All right.
Can't outsmart me.
I'm glad you think I picked these pictures. Because...
All right.
All right, and your answer is Sean Gunn. A. He's got some vocals from Gilmore Girls, and he did a song in Romeo and Juliet.
Wow. The man
I
of
haven't seen either one of those.
some talents.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm glad we threw that. Sure, I'm glad you showed up, Styx, so we could do this.
Thanks.
Anytime.
And for some reason within the deck there was also Frank Cho stuff. So.
Yeah. There was. I reused. I reused one of my slide decks.
This is what happened when Styx does stuff.
All right. So here's the spotlight segment tonight. Since the gun universe is going to be kicking off in, I guess, full steam once Superman comes. I mean, it's started already. We had our creature commandos and stuff, but Superman is going to be the big jumping off point where people start to really talk and get interested. So I figured we'd take a look at some of the stuff that's coming from Gunn's universe, some of the characters that might be showing up in some of these projects, or some of the characters that have been talked about, or some of the characters that may have been rumored, and just pick a couple books and have a little discussion about maybe these will be some decent books that might see some movement. So let's get into it.
I like this.
So first off, Mr. Terrific. We know we're getting him in Superman.
Yep.
He kind of there's not that many huge books. There's a lot of him showing up places, but Spectre 54, you can get your first, not Mr. Terrific yet, but you can get him in his first appearance in Spectre 54, or Mr. Terrific 1 as Mr. Terrific. I believe there's a virgin copy of that as well for that Mr. Terrific. The Spectre 54 is not a cheap book.
No.
It's not overly expensive, but it's not hard. It's not a cheap book. Mr. Terrific also has some money attached. It's not a dollar bin book. It has some money attached to it, but if all of this is going to depend on how these characters come off in the movie. I think if a character comes off really well and people are like, shit, I really love that character, you're going to get good pops in the comic market. Because, I mean, we already know he's in it. So there's already been some appreciation in these books just because oh, shit, he's going to be in the movie. You've seen him in the outfit. You know he's coming. But if they stick the landing with the character, that's probably going to go a long way for these characters to continue in other DCU stories down the line as well. So,
yeah, Mr. Terrific is, he's been on the Flash television show. That book, Spectre 54, has always been hard book to find, and then to find it in high grade, it's even harder. You know, I see a lot of 9.4s, 9.6s, 9.8s go pretty expensive. You're not going to find these in back bins.
No.
And you know, Mr. Terrific New 52 #1. I've never seen that in any back bin package boxes ever. So, you know, good luck on that one. And you get to see him in the trailer for Superman. So the hype is there.
There's that Terrifics run as well, which is also decent. And if the character does well, then maybe we'll get a Terrific spinoff somewhere at some point.
Nah, we don't need a Terrific. Nobody needs spinoffs. Just keep it a main character.
As a streaming show, maybe. Who knows?
As a cartoon, yes.
Or a cartoon. I'd be happy with
a cartoon. I'm not against.
I'll take DC animation any day of the week. So I'm happy with that. So cheers to Mr. Terrific. We're also going to get Hot Girl. So
nice.
This is our third.
Beginning was Shara.
This is Kendra Saunders. So this is the daughter of Chandra Saunders. So this is the most recent Hot Girl. You can find her first appearance in JSA Secret Files and Origins #1. And then more recently, there was a Hot Girl miniseries, and there was this nice Lobos 3 or Hot Girl 3 Lobos Hispanic Heritage Month cover as well, which was quite nice. And it actually sells pretty nice too. I did $10-15 for it. Isn't too bad. So again, it's another character that, hey, if they come off well and people like the character, you might get to see a little more of them if they push a JSA angle at some point. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. You know, and it's a character that's been around forever, and we've seen her in multiple iterations, multiple teams. Saw her on Legends of Tomorrow on the CW. So, and I'd rather see Hawkman myself, but you know, you guys.
How did they not bring Aldous Hodge in? He was.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know they want to kill that old stuff, but he was a good Hawkman. He was a really good Hawkman. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about Hot Girl being in a movie.
Sure.
Next up, we get the Engineer. I mean, if you're going to look for an Engineer book, you might as well just get the Authority.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the book to get if you're looking to lay in something for this character. Are they still? Have they moved forward with the Authority project, or have they kind of snowballed it? I thought they kind of pushed it, or
the last rumors, of course, you know, from the same scoopers, was that they are looking to make the Authority into an animation,
which I'd be perfectly fine with.
That'd be fine for me.
And as we've seen very recently with Creature Commandos, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, animation moves books now too. X-Men, animation moves books now too. So I won't poo-poo some of these larger animation projects if it goes the animation route. Truthfully, I would almost kind of prefer to see the Authority as a animated series, a dark R-rated animated series, because I don't know how you make the Authority without it being R-rated, but
yeah, it's definitely gonna be R-rated.
Yeah, but that's fine with me. I enjoyed Creature Commandos. I thought it was well done. It was fun and a little depressing at the end. This is the best Guy Gardner picture I could find. I just had to put this picture in. It's just a great Guy Gardner picture. You know, if you're gonna go for a guy, and you want to shell out big bucks and think there might be a boost with this character, maybe being used again, who knows? Guy Gardner shows up a lot through Lantern lore, but Green Lantern 59. The first time you get him there. Now he's not the Green Lantern. He's second string in 59.
Yep.
You actually get to see him be Green Lantern in 116, but he also appears a few other times as well. So there's different levels of Guy Gardner appearances. So it's kind of pick your poison. Some of the other lesser appearances still go. The Green Lantern 16 still goes for a decent amount of money.
They gave him his own series in the 90s.
Yep.
Guy Gardner Warrior.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of cheap books out there, but in terms of the, decent books that are out there, these two are not bad places to be, to possibly maybe get a little bump. Granted, your investment in Green Lantern 59 is going to be a little higher than some of these other books, but it's still not bad.
Yeah. Green Lantern 59 is not overly expensive. You can get like a 7.0 for like $500 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's a solid key to have regardless. It's not the type of book that's going to go to $500 and collapse to $20.
No.
It's always going to be around there, but you probably get a little boost if Fillion is. Fillion's always funny. I mean, granted, I still can't get over what he looks like in Superman, but
I think that's
just. But it's Guy Gardner. He's fucking ridiculous to begin with, so we'll see.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
How you doing, Cliff?
Hey, Cliff, what's going
on? Some other fun Guy Gardner books. I like Justice League America 46. It's not an expensive book at all, but it is a hilarious Guy Gardner cover, and it's an Adam Hughes cover. So if you're a Hughes collector, it's a nice, fun little earlier Hughes to pick up and throw in the box. But it's also a fun Guy Gardner. And Justice League 1, which is, you can buy it because Guy's on there, but it's Maxwell Lord's first appearance as well. Lord. So, and you're getting Maxwell Lord in the movie as well. So it's not a bad book.
I think that book, that Justice League issue 1 is one of 2 CBCS slabs that I have. Only 2. Only two.
And another kind of twofer book. I like this set a lot. Justice League International 18 and 19 with the back and forth with Lobo and Guy Gardner. They're just 2 great covers. They actually sell for a decent amount of money too. They're not overly cheap books. They're not expensive books, but they're not. If you can get 2 high grades of these, and sell them in a set, they go for a nice little bit of money. And they're just fun covers as well. And like I said, Lobo's going to be in as well. So you kind of get a twofer here as well. So people might be just picking these up in general. So might be not a bad quick little flip.
Yeah. And they're not on any top 10 lists. So they should be cheap coming down, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
coming back
people
prices.
I tried to mix things up in here between, first appearances and just some interesting books that people might start to work their way down to. Because, that's the way the market works. People go from the high stuff they can't afford down to the next thing, down to the next thing, down to the next thing. And sometimes, you're not looking for a book to move crazy. Sometimes if you find a book for $5 and it goes up to 20, that's not a bad quick little flip if you want to do it. Supergirl, you know what? I could go back and pull old Supergirl stuff, but let's just face the truth. The movie Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So you might as well just get this fucking run. All the books in this run do pretty well. None of them, I mean, some of them are a little pricey in a 9.8, but you could still find most of these books. And again, most of them do okay. I mean, the number 1 has heat to it. But if you move to some of the other ones, that Rose Besh cover on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow 4 sells pretty well. Great Steve Rude cover on 6 does all right, sells for about $10. And I'm a big fan of pick up last issues in the runs because, you know, I mean, this was a pretty well acclaimed series, but I don't think tons of people were buying this when it came out. People liked it, but it wasn't going into 10th print like somebody absolute Batman. So
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I like the end of these runs, picking up ratios at the end of these runs and stuff like that, and some of the rare books. And that variant cover on 8 is a beautiful cover. And like I said, the print runs on them aren't that crazy. All the Bilquis Evely covers are beautiful throughout this run as well. And like I said, it's not a bad set to have. All the books are going somewhere between $10 and $25 for the most part, except for number one. Number one goes for
that
premium.
That 8 looks like it should be on the wall somewhere in the Vatican.
Yeah. I couldn't find a high res image of it, which was pissing me off, and I was too lazy to go look for one. So
that sold for $140 a couple of days ago.
Which one? 8 or number one?
The set.
Yes,
1 through 8 sold for $140.
Like I said, it's not a bad set to put together and sell because it's only 8 books, and you could probably poach and pick and choose to be able to get the set together and keep it, read it, sell it. But
9/8 of number 1 sold for $120.
This is my dark horse movie. I think this movie, if she comes off as Supergirl and it comes off well and it's well received, I think that's really gonna.
I'm really surprised there haven't been any set leak photos like Superman.
There's the still there's the release still promo of her. It's just from the back
sitting in the chair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'm interested to see where they go. I hope it comes off well. Hopefully it comes off better than that horrible Helen Slater Supergirl movie.
We don't talk about that.
And I love Helen Slater. Legend of Billie Jean is a fantastic movie. She's beautiful in that movie. I love Helen Slater, but God, that Supergirl movie was a fucking abomination. So I'm hoping they do well with this. And like I said, I just think this set, like, you can go back and grab old Supergirl books all over the place, but let's face it, the movie's called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow for a reason. So might as well just stick with this run. I think Crypto's going to steal the show in Superman. I think people are going to fall in love with Crypto and start doing some crypto hunting. If you want the blue ribbon Crypto books, Adventure 210, there's your first Crypto. Like all Silver Age books, it tells you introducing Crypto, the Super Dog. So that's why you know.
It's on the cover. It's on the cover.
He's on the cover. His name's there, and it says introducing. It's what you want. Now that's a fucking pricey book. That is not a cheap book in any grade. Even in the lower shitty grades, you're still going to pay a good amount of money for that book. But if you're a big Crypto fan, I have a lot of Crypto Silver Age stuff. I love the Superboy covers with Crypto. That's where you'll find the best covers with Crypto in Silver Age, is in all the Superboy titles. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's not. If you want to go for the old stuff, that's where to go with it. The other blue ribbon is Superman 680. That Ross cover is
amazing,
iconic. And that book goes, graded at a 9.8. Especially if you have it signed. That book goes for a fucking nice chunk of change.
Our trial Supergirl is coming out in January of 2026.
Yep.
As long as things stay
the same. Yeah. So that gives us all time to look for some of these books out there.
Yep.
Now a little lesser Crypto. Action 776 is your first introduction of the modern Crypto. So in your weird DC ages of here's our first Silver Age, here's our first Bronze Age, here's our first pre-crisis, here's our first post-crisis, here's our first New 50. There you go. This is the book for Crypto. Action Comics 776. I'm sure you can dig that out of some box somewhere.
And before anybody asks, there is not a DCU logo for that book.
Not too late.
If there was, I would pull my hair out.
And I'm a sucker for the kid. I am a big sucker for the kids' books as well.
I think I might have that one.
They're always beat to shit. So if you happen to be able to find one in a box that's in good shape, remember Red X. Remember that Red X book, and that Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go. Yeah.
And people like Super Pets. I don't care what they say. People like it. It's fun. Kids like it. And if you find the book dirt cheap out there or in a box or something, and it's in decent shape, if Crypto does well in the movie and people are really like how the dog comes off, it's not a bad one to have.
Mm.
Oh, we are getting some Flag Senior in Superman.
Yep.
So why not pick up some Flag? You can get the Secret Origins Suicide Squad. Pick up his first there. Or the reintroduction in Suicide Squad 25. So
the good thing is you get an idea of how he's going to be portrayed by his portrayal in Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of that character.
Yeah. And I mean he's being played by Frank Grillo, the same person who did the voice. So that's nice as well. I like that continuity.
If you skip Creature Commandos, you might want to give that a watch.
It's just a good watch on its own. I mean, even if for the sake of anything else that Gunn might do with the DC, it's just a good watch all around. It was well put together. You got nice introductions you basically got a nice character arc story with each episode. So you got to basically see all the characters and get a little backstory to all of them and stuff like that. So
have your tissues with you.
Mangold. There's been a little news about Mangold moving on with Swamp Thing and saying, hey, it's going to be a gothic horror, whatever. So I figured I'd throw some Swamp Book things in here. I'm not going to throw his first appearance in there. That's just way too fucking pricey, goddamn book to fucking throw in a list like this. Nobody's
running out to buy that.
Shilling out for that book. But the original run of Swamp Thing, issues 1 through 10 are all fantastic covers. They're just iconic, classic Swamp Thing covers, which I think will all do well if that movie does well. I also had to throw in Saga 25, which is just one of my favorite Swamp Thing covers. It's also cameo of Constantine. So it has a couple things going for it. But like I said, it's just a great key book all around.
Thank you, Degrassi. He's going to be in Peacemaker Season 2 and Waller.
Well, there we go.
Also.
Grillo's working. Poor man's John Barenthal's getting some work.
You're wrong for that. You know that, right? Leave Frank alone.
I love these two books. I always get them mixed up. I own both of them, and I always mix up the covers in my brain. But Swamp Thing 50 and Swamp Thing Annual 2, both of these have kind of a pre kind of Justice League Dark. You have different people there, but you got Spectre, Phantom Stranger, you got Demon, you got Swamp Thing, you got Deadman. It introduces a lot of characters in there that are pivotal. If they happen to show up in Swamp Thing, I could see either of these books doing a little better than they are. And these are always reasonable to find out there. And again, you could pick your poison on either one. Now, just this week, there was a news story where James Gunn was talking about how much he really loved Man-Bat and how he really wanted to somehow fit Man-Bat into something. So you can go through the ages with Man-Bat, be it Detective 400 if you want to go back to the older stuff, Secret Origins 39, that reboot Detective 19, which I think has his father in it and him, which is probably the more modern introduction of Man-Bat and Man-Bats and the Man-Bat army or whatever the fuck's going on there with that. It's a long period of detective I didn't read, but there's a long Man-Bat arc through there. And then if you want to just go back to the actual solo title and pick up Man-Bat 1, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, this is a character. It's recognizable to people because it's Man-Bat 1. It's a book that could move as well. Oh, Adrian Barbeau. Love it. Lobo. There's tons of Lobo books out there. There's tons of very expensive Lobo books. There's tons of cheap Lobo books out there. I just went very straightforward. The 1993 series, which was the long run, not the mini series. Lobo 64, it's the last issue. It's a great cover. It's a low print run. It's Lobo and a demon on the cover, which is a fantastic cover. Again, I love last issues of a run because they're normally lower printed because they're looking to kill that line anyway. It's a book that does okay. And truthfully, number 1's not bad either. If you haven't gotten the mini series number 1 or the Mega Man 3, you could pick and choose through this whole run, but picking up the first issue and the last issue, which are still pretty reasonable. The Lobo 1's all over the place, I think, in terms of price, but it's a very easily findable book. Lobo 64, you can find it. It's not as easy to find, but it goes for a nice little bit of money. And Lobo, I think, is probably going to have a little longer life in the DCU, I'm guessing.
Yes, I agree.
So
with Jason Momoa playing, he's going to be around for a while, making cameos here and there.
I almost put the paramilitary Christmas in here as well, which is good. And the Lobo's back one is good. All those Bisley covers are fantastic. Nubia. So, Bruce, you know more about that project that's supposedly coming.
Yes. Paradise Lost is set a few centuries or before the birth of Diana, I believe. So you can end up getting Nubia, you can end up getting other characters, but it's going to be a TV show, so I'm hoping they do Nubia because she deserves to be in live action.
Yeah, it would be nice. And again, I could go back to the old Bronze Age Wonder Woman to pull out the first, but instead I pulled out the first modern instead, which is in Wonder Woman 75. Most of you probably don't recognize this cover because everyone bought the Frizen cover for Wonder Woman 75, but
Dodson.
This is Dodson. Yeah, this is Dodson. But this is a good cover. And it has a lot of them on the cover.
I really like this cover, actually.
Yeah. And Nubia's had a couple minis as well. But the Nubia and the Amazons one, that's a Sozamika cover. And it's very nice. There's a Swebby Sway cover on one as well. But they're just nice, recognizable Nubia books. I mean, you can go chase her first appearance. That's not a cheap book.
Not a cheap book.
And, it's definitely a book that you got to fight for grade into because It's not like you're going to go around and find raw 9/8 sitting out there somewhere at reasonable prices. You're looking at mid-grade books for a buy-in. But these Nubia books, these are very, very accessible, very reasonable. And they're things that could see some appreciation if she shows up. I threw some Artemis in here as well.
Artemis.
So she is a badass. And if she does show up, you can pick up her first appearance in DC Rebirth 1. Also had a mini-series that Artemis wanted, number 1. That is the Becky Cloonan 1 in 25. So if you're looking for a little ratio out there, that's still very gettable at a very reasonable price for a nice little ratio for a character. They show up. So
yeah, I have high hopes for this Paradise Lost project.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they would do it right and put some money behind it, and because it could be fun. I mean, you could have so many great characters in it.
We're getting a Clayface show or movie. We can get a decently funded Amazon TV show.
Yeah, give me some Themyscira.
Yes.
And let's throw our bevy of lanterns out here. Bruce, you could probably walk through the many stages of Kyle Rayner first appearances as Lantern, as not Lantern, as on cover. But they all fall within this 48 to wherever range of Green Lantern.
Yeah, we get is it a cameo of Kyle Rayner in issue 48? Is it a first appearance?
Lantern appearances are shitty. It's like, well, here's a cameo of him, but then here's him as a Lantern, but he's not the real Lantern yet. And then here's him as the real Lantern, and then here's him on the cover, and it's like, what the fuck?
This whole Green Emerald Twilight is so. It has great covers. Kyle Rayner shows up. He gets a suit, not a real, like Joe says, not a real Lantern yet. I love Rayner. He's gone through so much in the DC. He's become a Ion. It's so weird the way they treat him. He gets no respect in the DC universe.
Wow, he's no Wally West.
No, he's no Wally West. He's no Wally West. They try really hard.
How many DCUs of Green Lantern 50 do you have, Bruce?
7 or 8. I think 49 is the more important one.
Yeah, it's kind of pick your poison of what you think is going to be the most important. Kyle Rayner. He's on the cover of. Is he on the cover of 49?
No, 49 is
he's on the cover of 51.
He's on 51. Yeah, 51. I have a whole stack of that whole.
49 is that Battle in the Sky with Mongo, isn't it?
No, 53 is the Battle in the Sky with Mongo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why do I know that?
Ding.
I am a geek. You know how many DCUs I have of 52, 53, 54, 55, 58, and 60? So many. They're so common. I don't need them. I need the hard to find ones. I need 60. I need 57. And I need 62. Only 3 DCUs from this Green Lantern run I'm missing, damn it.
Yeah, I mean,
for the word, find them.
I mean, Artrell noted this was his introduction to Green Lantern. This is a lot of people around a certain age's introduction to Green Lantern with Kyle Rayner. So
true.
And Hal with his white stripes.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some Jessica Cruz.
Jessica Cruz. She's been very prominent. In the comics, she showed up in what was that? Batman Brave and the Bold, maybe? Was it Brave and the Bold? Did she show up in Brave and the Bold? I can't remember now.
Whether she did or not. But again, this is another one of those Oh shit. Here's Jessica Cruz. Here's Jessica Cruz as a lantern. Here's his first cameo, second cameo. It's all over the place. I just picked Justice League 30 and Green Lantern 20 from the combo pack, which has the red background, by the way. So if you see Green Lantern 20 with the red background, that's the one to grab. That's the one from the DC combo pack.
Those combo packs are beat the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Oh my god, I have a first appearance of Jessica Cruz in a digital copy. I've tried 4 times to get that book past a 9.4. Won't happen. I just stop pressing and stop sending it in.
So if you see Green Lantern 20 with the black background, not the red background there, that's just the regular A cover. Still not a bad book to have. Mm-hmm. But the combo pack is the money book there.
What? No, you should shine a black light on my Spears books.
Yeah. They're already neon enough. I'm sure they glow regardless.
Especially the bride cover, all over Drag's face. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
The best Green Lantern, John Stewart.
I agree.
You kind of have your pick with things here too. And these again, 87's a big boy book, plain and simple. But you could go with 182 if you want. It's a good, solid John Stewart Lantern book. 87's out of the reach for a lot of people. But except 182 is not a bad place to go if you want to pick up some earlier John Stewart.
So. Yeah, we have Green Lantern Corp. It's coming out next week. Mm-hmm. So I like seeing John Stewart lead a team. So
yeah, he's just tends to be one of my favorite of the Lantern. I'm not a huge Green Lantern fan, but I like John Stewart.
Yeah, and most kids today know John Stewart because of the Justice League cartoons and projects.
Yeah.
You don't think we'll get Alan Scott?
No.
No harkening back.
4 years we'll get 4 years we'll get Alan Scott.
If we get a little JSA, maybe.
Yeah.
Manchester Black, decent villain.
Yes.
Could show up somewhere. If you want his first, it's in Action Comics 775. He shows up in some Teen Titans books as well. But this Justice League Elite 5 cover, it's like, I'm sorry, if I'm outside of getting his first appearance, if I'm going to grab a Manchester Black book, to me, it's like that's just a good book to have. I mean, that's a fantastic cover.
Yeah, and if you there's also a DC animation, Superman versus the Elite.
So he shows up a little. I mean, it would be an interesting villain to have in there.
Yeah.
So
I know I'm always up for British villains.
Yeah, and smoking. Smoking's important.
Very important.
It makes your villains look cool. And last on the list, Grifter. I didn't throw any fucking bullshit old Wildcats image crap in here because fuck it. I just stuck with the more modern stuff from DC. So there was a Grifter series back with that new 52.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent book. It does pretty well.
We don't need to sell you. We don't need to sell your slides with
with Jim Lee's Wildcats.
Yeah.
Hey. The last Wildcats series was pretty good. I liked it a lot. The DC one.
You're
the DC one.
Yes.
That's DC, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, Grifter's been around a while because of the Wildcat stuff with Image back in the day and stuff like that. So you could go back to that if you want, but if you want to pick up some of the more modern stuff,
Tyson in here.
That's the Grifter series. That number 1 does pretty well. And then in Batman 101, this was, I think, the 1 in 25. It's just a decent Grifter cover. It does pretty well. You can get it raw relatively reasonably, but graded out at a 9.8, it sells pretty well.
What was that?
It's the dumbest outfit ever. I don't understand the baggy thing on the face. It just looks stupid. But if you're a Grifter fan, I apologize. Like who you like. And that's what we got for our little spotlight tonight to look at some DC people and some books. You got to be months and months ahead of the curve in this hobby. You should never be chasing. Yeah. You should always be. You should have the books in your hand when they get hot. Yeah, because you've done the legwork beforehand.
Yeah, get them before they pop. Get them before they pop.
Yeah, and again,
then you have to wait 6 months.
And again, this is just a sample. Some books. We're not saying every one of these books is necessarily going to be hot, but it's some options in there to pick up books if you can find them on the cheap here and there. Yeah, to throw into the box, because if these characters come up, they get hot. Who knows where those books go? And key is you want to be the first to the market. Now, granted, you're gonna find grifter books all over the goddamn place now, but you're gonna find a hell of a lot more of them at higher prices if grifter shows up. So, you always want to be first to market if you can.
Sure. Well,
all righty.
Styx, you want to do your thing now?
Yeah.
Styx said he had a pickup.
Oh yeah, let's see your pickups. Styx.
I went to key off in one of my pickups.
You went to IKEA?
I did not go out. Who's IKEA?
What'd you buy at IKEA?
Got a Herge of Arnagurnen?
Hey, what the hell is that? Is it a rock?
A Flurgan Park?
So we had talked a while ago about what we wanted to buy this year, what we wanted
one off your list.
I've got one that came this today. Actually, I just got it in the mail today. Oops. Open it up here. You're seeing it first, just like I am. They wrapped it really good, so I'm very happy about that.
You went to the Domtober school of showing.
That's what I was going to say.
It's not in the box. Listen, it wasn't in the box. I didn't have to open the box. It would have taken forever and a day.
Oh, nice.
Let's get the top. I got the top right here.
The cookie jar? What are we going to see here?
This guy, I got to make sure I give this guy a really good rating because he did a really great job making sure this came to me in one piece.
Did it come over from the UK?
This one came from Indiana.
Okay,
or Illinois, one of the two.
I was gonna say because I don't know how comfortable I feel with that thing shipping across from the UK.
I shipped a slab to Ireland yesterday, actually.
Oh, you poor bastard!
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I probably won't see that money hit my account for about a month and a half.
All right, here we go. Find out which way that goes here. There we go. I'll keep that out. Actually, I'll keep it off for now so I don't fall. So this is the Patrick Troughton jug.
Jug.
What?
This is from AD Corporation. He even gave me a little tag, and I think you can read it. I got to figure out how to get my screen to go back.
I can read it if you keep it still. Okay.
11 edition of 750.
After breaking the Time Lord's manufacturer laws.
Stop! You're going to put yourself to sleep, Jedi.
The Doctor was sentenced to exile on Earth. His access to the TARDIS was removed, and his regeneration was forced. You're going to keep reading? Okay. Limited 750.
Then it's got the little top.
That's a set. That's a set, right? There's
7 of them.
You got to break that. That lid's going to fall off.
Yeah, I know.
Very stable.
Stick to fuckable popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. What's wrong with you guys?
So I do have one
up my popcorn bucket, didn't you?
I will have one other coming from the UK in the next month.
Oh, nice.
Fingers crossed on that.
So you
how many cereal boxes are they wrapping it in?
Well, the people that it gets sent to will wrap it better than they probably did. So
Do you serve hot, warm beer in that thing? What do you?
no, I'm not sure. I got to find out how I'm gonna.
That's how they like to drink it over there.
Yeah, I've got some nice display cabinets that I don't really use. I'm gonna start using them for these.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I know that. I know you've been looking for those for a while.
I have been, and a couple finally came into a price range where I was happy with, and I grabbed them. And there's a couple more online that I'm going to grab in the next couple months. So,
because I mean, you figure there's only 750, and probably about 350 of those are probably smashed when people realized they were Doctor Who fans.
No,
I marked something off my 2025 list too today.
What a douche.
But no, I mean those are not. I mean those aren't new things.
no,
And they're porcelain,
yeah.
so I can imagine a lot of those have broken over the years.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks. I marked something off my 2025 list today too, but mine had boobies.
Yeah, boobies.
Nice. That's what we like.
Mine did not.
2 sets of boobies, actually.
Oh,
Got some news there, Bruce?
Do
here
I?
we go.
I don't know. Do I? I might have.
Thanks for looking, guys.
I'm happy you got it, man. I know you've been looking out for those.
I have been.
That stuff's not easy to find.
What is this?
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Why'd you pull that up?
I don't know.
That's what you need.
All right. First up, what we got for them? Do I have news?
We get to all Star Wars news now.
Kristen Milioti says she loved to reprise her role as Sophia Falcone in literally anything, whether it's her own spinoff or the Batman films. It's my wildest hope and dreams.
People say this every time something does relatively well. Everyone says, I'd love to do this. I'd love to do. Of course you would.
There's no way in hell that she's not being brought back to the Reeves universe. Her character was too popular and she played that role so well.
I mean, yeah, she did. I'm sure she'd rather be doing that than making the type of movie she made with Andy Samberg.
Get out of here, BK.
It was a decent movie. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly what kind of movie did she make?
It was an interesting weekend wedding type weird. It was an interesting movie. It was a decent movie, but it doesn't pay like Warner Brothers.
I love to get paid.
That should be the subline for all these. Please pay me money. I'm happy for you to give me money. I'd love for you to be able to give me money. I mean, I can't imagine them not bringing her back in somewhere, anywhere, because she was one of the best parts of the
I can't imagine her getting her own spinoff, though. She's got to come in as a villain or some sort of. I don't think.
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
She's just pining for a paycheck.
I agree. She's best as an ensemble character. She was good. I enjoyed her focused episodes, but
I was gonna say her backstory's kind of jumped the shark already, right? I mean, we've seen it. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much know where she's at now. So I don't know if I'm that interested in
back in Arkham.
Her leading a series. I'd still watch it. Like I said, I enjoyed the character, but I definitely want to see her in ensemble stuff in that universe and coming back.
Excuse me. Yep. I think this works. Hopefully we see her again. All right. Moving on to a rumor. I like rumors.
Oh, Domtober.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios reportedly considering Javier Bardem for the role of Mr. Sinister in the MCU.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Jedi's like,
I can see that. Yeah, that's
I just don't make me say it. I just don't care about this kind of. I mean, okay, so they're considering an actor to play a role. Okay,
I would like to see him in that role. That would be. I like Javier Bardem.
I don't care if it's him or anybody else. I don't care.
Yeah. They're going to end up casting whoever they cast. I'm going to watch the dumb fucking movie anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. This is not going to be X-Men Project is probably not going to be released until 2029, 2020, 2030.
Which is the dumbest shit ever. Stop feeding me all those other dumb fucking Marvel movies and just
They
give me
have a
goddamn
plan.
X-Men. Yeah,
They have a plan.
Yeah, they're just gonna bring Jonathan Majors back. That was one of the rumored plans as well. So more Kang.
Yay.
Yeah.
Hashtag Feige sucks. Hashtag Bias Feige.
I mean, I think if the Fantastic Four does well, that'll give them a little bit of breathing room, I guess, and people will forget about things a little bit. But I have no care in the world for what they're doing with bringing Downey in as Doom, which is weird. With the whole Avengers shit. I don't give two fucks about the Avengers. I just want some goddamn X-Men.
Tag me when they have the Winchester boys team
2030.
I just like after X-Men 97, it's like that should have like put a fire under those people to be like, hey, people really like the fucking X-Men.
They do not have a plan.
No,
they don't.
Hashtag short pump Marco.
That's why I'm like, fuck it. Just throw the fucking X-Men out there. I don't give a shit. I don't care about continuity. I don't care about I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Just give me a goddamn decent X-Men movie. Just throw it out there. I don't give a shit. Throw it right in the middle of all that shit. I don't fucking care.
Call it freedom.
I would love to see him in there. And now I'm going to go watch No Country for Old Men after this. Mister, there's a bone sticking at you. It's good. Good movie.
All right. Moving away from rumors, we have some Star Wars news. I did this on purpose because I knew Dom would not be there.
You don't even like Star Wars.
So Jedi will
none of the rest of us are intelligent enough on Star Wars to even talk about it.
Yeah. Or care enough about Star Wars anymore.
So one of the actors from The Mandalorian, Grogu, has given a statement.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver, I get to have scenes with a little Grogu, which is probably why I did the movie. And he's a little badass too. It's going to be wonderful for people to see what Grogu is up to now, because he's grown up a little bit and is capable of much more than maybe we think just watching the series. Yay, he's going to grow 3 inches.
Finally coming out of the knapsack. Oh my God.
She has to have a fuck ton of money.
She does.
Because her father ran either like NBC or CBS.
Is she playing
back in the day, back in the 50s.
Her grandfather.
Was her grandfather or father?
I don't think it was her father.
I think it was her father.
Maybe with her father.
I don't know.
She's
do
been
we
making.
already know she's going to be in Star Wars? Is this breaking news? Did we know this already?
We knew this already.
We knew this already.
Yeah.
You don't watch the Star Wars show?
No, never.
Okay.
No offense to Grogu in the chat. I don't give a fuck about Grogu. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Grogu.
I just don't. I liked when he was introduced initially, and then he just became like comic relief. And it was just like somebody was just throwing around a plush.
Just get him out of the knapsack. Let me see, let me see what he's got.
Well, he was training. He did the stupid flip.
Have him age him up just a little bit. Give him some voice cracks. Let his balls drop a little bit. Man, come on. Yeah.
That won't happen for another couple of 100 years.
Yeah, he didn't hit puberty yet.
But yeah, I mean, I just like I'm tired of the cute little comic relief. I want him to be a developed character, not just fucking comic relief.
Yeah. All right.
And fuck Dave Filoni. I just felt like saying that anyway.
Fuck Dave Filoni.
Damn.
I don't think he'll ever be a developed, serious character.
I agree. I don't think they will. I think they just want to use him as a clown, which is sad. You gave us a fucking baby fucking Yoda, and he's just gonna be a clown who just fucking use the force every now and then to fuck some shit up, and I don't know. I don't know.
Blame Filoni.
I don't have much care for the whole Mandoverse thing.
Get him out of the knapsack. Let's see what he's got. See what he's packing.
Yeah.
He might be like a walrus. He may have a freaking big.
Let him drag some of that Mandalorian chainmetal around.
What is going on here? Anyway, and that concludes.
Give him a love interest.
That concludes the news.
Give him a love interest. He loves cookies. What else do you want? And frogs.
Yeah.
That's what he loves right now.
You don't got anything today, do you, Jedi? Game?
I do.
Excellent. Excellent. Fantastic.
You're not going to like it. Especially Styx.
Oh, God. Here comes AI.
Styx is going to hate it.
Rearing its ugly head.
Ah, there we go.
All right, so actually we're playing two little games today. Normally I do a couple of rounds of this, but we're actually going to do one round of AI versus the qualified, and then we have a little qualified feud round. So we're kind of jumping two similar games, but a little different.
Respect your robot overlords.
Mm-hmm.
So
all hail the Hypnocode.
The first one is gonna maybe show how old we are as compared to maybe the younger demographic. I'm not sure. I'm sure we have maybe a couple of Gen Zers that watch the show, maybe. So, oops. By the way, Styx, I don't know why you're not using this one, because this fits yours, where the only winning move is not to play the game. This fits yours much better than mine. I don't know why you're not using the screen grab. But yeah, so this has nothing to do with football. So I know it's Super Bowl weekend, but don't let
Yay!
They're greasing the poles in Philly already.
So let's show just how well you guys. Let's just play. We asked ChatGPT, name a slang phrase Gen X might say that would make Gen Z cringe.
Ooh.
A slang saying, and this is just for fun. I mean, try your best, but if you don't get it, that's fine. There's a lot of things out there. But this is what ChatGPT said. These are the top 5. There are some.
We going in order. You calling them?
There are some honorable mentions, but these are the top 5 Gen X sayings from 80s, early 90s that would make a Gen Z cringe.
That's hot. That's hot.
How about
there's some good ones?
Tubular.
Tubular.
How about Grody?
Here's one.
Grody.
Radical's honorable mention, or Rad. Rad is honorable mention. But it's not the top 5. But that's good.
How about gag me with a spoon?
Degrassi also said gag me with a spoon.
There you go. Great mind think alike, Degrassi.
I got to go back and watch Valley Girl again.
There you go.
Cool Beans is not one either, but it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's hot. Is not on there.
I ain't kidding, bro.
Is that really a Gen X?
Boss? I don't think.
Yeah, that was early. What? Late
2000s. That's surfer culture.
I'm thinking 80s.
Tight.
80s is Gen X.
Fire. No, none of those. I think those are none of those are 80s.
Gen X is from the 60 mid 60, born in the mid 60s,
like
up
late
till
60s
1979.
Late 60s. Basically born in the 70s.
Basically us.
Nanu.
Bogus is another honorable mention, Ratrell. So that's good. No one's got any of the top 5 yet, I don't think, unless I missed it. For sure.
I don't know.
No.
Sit on it, Potsy. No one.
Radical or Rad. We said don't. Yeah. JJ always tunes in for my.
Yeah, I think the bug was off.
Just in time for my games. Yeah. Thank you, JJ.
Other phrases.
All right. You want to just go through them? I mean,
Square.
I don't know.
Games.
Who's got Coke?
So let me go through the. Let me go through the honorable mentions.
Who put this hair on my Coke?
Psych is one.
Psych.
Rad. We already mentioned Rad. Gnarly if you want to get a little
Okay. Yeah.
little valley, maybe. Bogus. Someone said bogus. For top 5, at number 5, we have Talk to the Hand.
Oh God. Okay.
Gen Zers probably won't know what you're even saying if you tell them to talk to the hand. They'll probably look at you like you're from outer space if you some.
Talk to the hand.
Gen X's can't remember last week.
Talk to the hand because the face ain't listening.
The hell?
History started at Harry Potter for them.
I keep wanting to correct this. Number 4 is whatever. Gen Zers are kind of like that's our version. Gen Zers would say K or okay boomer, whereas Gen Xers would say whatever. It's kind of like dismissal. It's a dismissive, right? Number 3, duh.
As if
Gen Zers have taken
is like there? Like has to
Gen
be there.
Zers just say no duh.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, as if.
As if. That's kind of like that might be Gen X actually. Gen X as if. Wouldn't that be clueless? Is that
well, you asked which one Gen X might say. If that's a Gen X saying, they should have been.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Not.
Oh yeah.
It's a lovely dress. Not the.
So basically, these are all phrases that you might find in a Bill and Ted movie.
A lot of them are.
Yes.
And then number 1 is take a chill pill.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, the chill. There you go.
Okay, so that was maybe that wasn't so fun after all, but fear not.
Thank AI.
Fear not. The next one's going to be fun, although I don't expect Jimmy to get it. The next one's just going to be us making fun of Domtober. We're going to do a little feud game, Domtober style. Now, Dom obviously can't play, and he's not here to defend himself, so we're going to make fun of him a little bit. These are names, annoying things, and by the way, these are mine. These are not these are not Chat GBT, so you can't. These are mine. I came up with these. So this is just me trying to be clever. So bear with me. Name annoying things that Domtober is doing right now, maybe even on his Comic-Con cruise.
Screaming about internet access.
One of them I actually gave you a hint to earlier in the show. I don't know if you
only Dennis can do that.
I'm guessing he's calling everyone peasants because that seems to be
a good go-to. Triangle, I think
he wants to upgrade.
He is breathing. We hope he's breathing.
He's handing out business cards.
He's talking about his Instagram followers is not enough. Nobody likes his photos.
He's complaining about nobody liking. That's a good one, actually. That's honorable mention. I didn't think of that one. That's a good one.
But I definitely know he's handing out business cards.
Complaining about how nobody likes his videos back home.
Kathleen Kennedy ruined this trip for me.
Arguing Star Wars with George Takei. He is on board.
I think the most annoying thing he's doing on his Comic-Con cruise is making his poor wife go.
Acting, yeah, that's a good. Acting like a celebrity, knowing Dom, eating.
Yeah, I'm more rid of
he's fighting over the buffet with Adam Hughes.
Meatballs with Adam Hughes.
That's not sauce. That's gravy.
Talking balls with George Takei.
All right.
What's the name of pickle party?
We'll do these from top to bottom. The number one thing that Domtober is doing on his cruise is referring to the ship as Jabba's cell guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could see
people are like, what are you talking about? Number two, annoying thing Domtober is doing on his Comic-Con cruise. Asking the location and passphrase for that late night pickle party.
There you go.
Where is
I
that?
said pickle party.
How do I get in?
Is the secret word gherkin?
I hear there's parties on this boat.
Yeah, I came prepared. I brought my own gherkin.
Brought my own secret sauce.
Too
far? Come on, Bruce. Just because he's not here doesn't mean you can't go hard at him. All right, the number three. What is Domtober annoying people with? what is he annoyed about on this cruise? He's pouting because no ladies are wearing slave layup bikinis around the pool.
I could see him doing that.
And number 4, he's being angry because there's a few guys that are.
We did have one at Baltimore one year wearing that.
And the one I gave you guys a hint to earlier, the number 5 thing, I guess we could say, annoying thing Don Tober is doing on his Comic-Con cruise, asking housekeeping the best way to clean vomit out of his Boba Fett helmet.
I wonder how he's doing. I am.
Can you store
I'm
my
interested in these pictures because again, I'm not a cruise person to begin with. It's not my type of vacation. But a comic cruise, a comic cruise. I'm just wondering what this is like.
Honey, let's go on vacation. Okay. It's a Comic-Con
It is a pickle. Wants to party.
I just hope he doesn't come back 20 pounds lighter from diarrhea.
He definitely tricked her.
I ate every burger on the boat.
I ate every burger on the boat. I had to try them all.
They confiscated my pickles at security. Where I get my pickles?
We requested that he
ground my steak up and make a burger.
We requested that he take plenty of pictures because they had shit internet access on the boat, so he wasn't going to be able to join us and wasn't going to be able to live stream from the boat.
Fine.
So we asked for plenty of pictures and video. So we will get to see what he takes pictures of and provides back. Hopefully, it's better than the toy convention last year.
Hopefully he's not having withdrawals from not being able to watch Star Wars Theory every day and get his daily dose of hate.
Maybe he'll go cold turkey. Maybe
he took business cards with him.
He did?
Someone needs to tell him just get stickers. Just get stickers. Don't.
I don't know the answer to that specific
Yeah.
question, but according to dictionary.cambridge.org, if someone goes cold,
Google, stop.
They completely.
Yeah, Google, shut up.
Hey,
was that you, Styx?
Yeah, my Google went off.
Why is your Google voice?
I didn't even say anything.
Voice? It's clearer than your audio. Seriously.
Can you transcript your future shows into Google?
I can try.
I cannot find your request for Mudmen on Mudmen.
Hey Google, turn off. Oh my god!
I don't let any.
Hey Google, what's Styx's favorite Doctor Who?
Let's talk to Styx with Google. Let's do it.
Hey Google, turn on.
Google.
Oh my god.
Google, DoorDash me.
Styx is going to start unplugging the computer. Pull the plug.
Well, everybody, if you haven't subbed up yet, please sub up the channel. Sub up to Bruce Kingdom Nerds, Styx on Styx's channel. I put stuff on mine every now and then. Bruce, what you got lined up for Super Bowl weekend?
Since I'm not going to be watching the Super Bowl, I am definitely watching the Puppy Bowl because I love puppies.
We're gonna get the Brucifer Bowl
on the Kingdom
Bowl.
Oh no, Kingdom. We're gonna do a show Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to talk about. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Hotkeys, or I don't know. Are these books hot enough? Wait, that's another show.
You should time the show. Should time the show for halftime. Just go live at halftime.
Well, we got JJ in the chat. Is there a Star Wars? Well, we got JJ in the chat. Is there even a Star Wars show on Sunday?
No, there's no Star Wars show.
It's not.
So
I don't know.
Swing by Sunday for some FOC. Hot covers on New Comic Book Day, and then Monday night, the casting couch returns to Monday Madness.
Ooh, what are we casting this week?
We're casting G.I. Joe. If we can make a G.I. Joe movie, we are casting 8 actors to play Joes and Cobras. And no, we cannot use YouTubers to play snakes or Cobras.
Man, bummer.
I had a few in mind, just in case.
that'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So yeah, I guess maybe not Dark Side on Sunday. Styx, is there an SNS tomorrow?
There is. I will not be on SNS, or I will be, and I will be late.
So you have that to look forward to.
I think Matt was asking for a special guest if anybody could hop on tomorrow. So you might have some odds and ends popping in and out.
And Wednesday, always watch the Totally Awesome Coolest Show, the Tax Show with Marco, Dub, and Pete.
Yep.
And before our show, always at 9 o'clock, is the CBSI Hot 10, where you can see those Hot 10 covers of the week. And then occasionally following us up with an OLI when Pete gives us an OLI.
But if there's no OLI,
I'm going to give you titties.
Joe's going to give us boobies.
That's the rule now. That's the rule.
So
the rules have been set.
If you want boobies instead of OLI, message Pete and say, off the brakes, brother.
Be a little slow this week. Maybe we don't need an OLI this week.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I think Pete's going to be doing probably look at the MegaCon exclusives and what's cooking there at some point this week as well. I don't know whether that'll be on the 10 on Friday or whether he throws up something separate. So look forward to that as well.
Yeah.
And other than that,
it may be on tax, so Marco could say, it's a waste of money. Don't be buzzed. It's a waste of money to buy these. It's a waste of money.
You guys with your titty covers and boobs.
I will push that next Thursday we will have another episode of On the Mat.
Yes.
Wrestling show over on the Absolute Geek podcast channel and my channel. If you like wrestling, please come over and give us a watch.
You guys are doing pretty good.
Yeah, we are doing good. Our numbers have steadily gone up.
Good. Yeah.
Think how they would do if you showed some boobies on it.
If you like sweaty men in soap operas,
we can show you Kazuna's boobies.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Wrestling. You guys put together a nice show, and it's doing well. So give them a view over at Absolute Geek, Styx, and is it?
Man, and Dom was it on here this week? We did, but Dom will be back next week. I'm assuming.
Yeah. If he makes it,
if he doesn't get the bends while he's on the.
Does the show do with or without Dom?
If he's not hijacked by pirates and
Lithuanian pirates.
Yeah, so we'll see.
You'll meet some random strangers like meet me on the fan tail at midnight.
Yeah,
I have your Boba Fett Mark's Jewelers. They know he's treading water.
I am the Boba Fett now. That's what you're gonna get.
There's a midnight pickle party. Be there.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So,
I am now the whole damn show. You are gone.
I bet you right now he's talking to his wife saying, "Fuck, I'm not even here, and fucking Bruce, he's fucking talking about me."
Yeah. Be happy, Dom. People are talking about you. That means we're thinking about you.
And you know what she says? Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Put that Boba away.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Dom will be with us next week.
Buddy.
I want pictures from that cruise. I want to see what went on there.
He didn't take any pictures. Well, he's gonna send you 100 slides.
Yeah, well, it'll be 100 slides with 7 pictures.
He either had a good time or got locked in the brig. So
that'll be video of just his face walking around.
There'll all be pictures of him.
When he takes video, it's just his face walking around.
This is the hamburger I ate. Yeah, I've seen a hamburger.
Got that cheese.
He's walking around the boat hungry. I'm like, oh look, there's a pineapple on the door. It must have food in there.
See that? That was Adam Hughes' leg.
So
it'll be interesting. I'm sure.
I wonder if he took his boyfriend on the trip with him.
He's stuck on a boat with those people, so I guarantee you he's getting pictures with them.
You hear funny? What the hell just happened? Why are you putting me up on the big screen? My oldest son has a lot of tattoos, and of course he grew up here in Hawaii for the most part, and he has a tattoo of a pineapple on his leg. And some guy saw it at the gym. Like he didn't know what it meant until this guy told him at the gym, and he's like, my son's like, oh,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Is it faded
And
enough
he
you can get a little
he had
cover up
he had
job?
a picture of a pineapple with a dagger through it. Yeah, I thought it was cool.
There you go.
Oh my. Well, we appreciate you all joining us tonight. Have a happy weekend. If you're in the Northeast, stay safe. Weather's going to be a little shitty this weekend.
Yes, it is.
It's shitty for a month already.
So
Yeah.
Enjoy watching some football.
Hashtag God sucks.
Safe bet. Philly's probably going to burn shit down if they win. Philly's probably going to burn shit down if they lose. Because it's Philly. So
Yep.
And Kansas City's going to be boring either way. So
no, that's fair. That's fair.
Mm.
And if you want to get drunk, a good game to play is take a drink every time you see Taylor Swift during the game.
Or they mention her.
Yeah. It's always a safe bet. So have a good one, everybody. Have a great weekend. We will see you again next week.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Take care.
I
Joe's slow.
lost my stream.
What the hell's going on
I'm just going to
tonight?
end the stream right now.
What the hell is going on here?